Welcome back to Monday Gaming, where your Monday gets a little better. Today we're going to be looking at a more in-depth guide on the Tombs of Terror, chapters 1 and 2. Alright, so to begin with, chapter 1. Twist of Murlocs Everywhere. Down at the bottom you'll see the twist for the chapter, which for this one is the Murlocs. They will invade both you and your opponent's deck and will automatically get drawn out of random chance. Sometimes you'll get one Murloc, sometimes you'll get two. And depending on the amount of turns it's been, such as if you've got 3 mana points or 5 mana points or so forth, you'll get different levels of Murlocs unlocked. Starting out at level 0 or 1, you will only get the 1/1, baby Murloc, which is a cute little sucker, but that's all you'll be able to unlock in the first few times. Now, as you see, I've already defeated the boss, which this is going to take several attempts, because as you knock him on down, sometimes he might take all the cards on the playing field and add them to his deck, and then he can lay down 5 or 6 more on his side. And so depending on how quick you are to be able to recover from this, you may or may not make it that round. But he starts off with 300 health, and whenever he gets down to 200 health, his passive will change, and then down to 100 health, his passive will change, and so forth. These milestones will change his passive or hero ability. Some of them be easier to deal with, while others not so great. Such as whenever you place a card, or whenever he destroys a card, then he'll gain a 1/1 token of that card that was destroyed. Other ones will be, he takes all the cards that is on the playing field and adds them to his deck. And then he can quickly just throw down 5 or 6 more, and you have to try to recover from all that. Another one, let's see, you'll come across several of them, but those are some of the ones that I've had to face so far. Alright, and then you got your anomalies. So over here on the right, the little squiggly lines is your anomaly mode. Each day this will change. So today, all battle cries trigger twice. That one I might want to play with. And this is the same on all chapters. So not only will your battle cries go twice, but so will your opponent's battle cries. So it's kind of a two-way street there. Some of the other ones that we'll have to face with, this it's just been quite random. So tomorrow it might be a totally different anomaly. Alright, now let's look at Reno and Sir Finley. Yeah, Sir Finley I have done very well with. So starting out, you'll get the little hat. Gives friendly characters, your friendly minions, +2 health, and you shuffle it back into your deck. That was pretty nice, but this one right here, wow, I love it. Gives you Rush and Reborn, and has +2 attack for each other minion on the battlefield. If you pair that with, let me choose this, his hero power of Power Up, which gives a minion Divine Shield and Wind Fury. Oh my goodness, you are looking at a powerhouse. They'll end the game quickly, especially starting out. So if you have several minions down, or even if the boss has several minions down, then you can be looking at like 15 attack, and then throwing on Wind Fury. That's easily 30 damage, right then and there. Alright, next we've got his True Silver Lance, which is Lifesteal. After you overload, gain +2 durability. So doing like a warrior style, or weapon style build, you can quickly be gaining, even just the overloads, you'll be gaining a lot of durability and be able to keep your character alive. But that one not so great, because a lot of times you'll be taking damage yourself, even though you're healing. But this character here, my goodness, so great. Charge and Wind Fury, and at the end of your turn, deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Can't ask for too much better than this. As soon as you place him, round 3, he is ready to go. He can do 8 damage, plus he can take down anything with 4 health or less on the enemy minion side. Now, once I defeat a second Plague Lord, I'll be able to unlock Carl the Lost, which will summon 6 1/1 Silverhand recruits and give all friendly minions Taunt and Divine Shield. Now, if I have a full group or a full side and I just place him down, I'm not going to get those 6 Silverhand minions, but all my current minions will gain Taunt and Divine Shield. Very powerful. I can see that as being a useful character, a card that I'll take effect later on. Now, Scales of Justice. Once I defeat 2 more Plague Lords, then I can transform all minions into 1/1 Murlocs. Fill your hand with random Murlocs that cost 0. So this can be a quick way to turn the tides on a battle with one of the Plague Lords. So once he has, say, his side is full and your side is empty, and he's got you, backed up into the corner, you can use this and get 10 Murlocs that you can place down and turn all of his into 1/1 Murlocs to quickly take control back from him. Now, Reno, I don't exactly like as much as Sir Finley, obviously. His cards and abilities just aren't that great to me, but they do have their place. So starting out, you get Reno's Lucky Hat, give minions 2/2 and spell damage, +2 or to a minion. This one, Reno's Lasso, is great. I like this. I steal cards from the opponent, and then Reno's Magical Torch deals 4, but as a combo, it'll shuffle it back into the deck that deals 2 more damage. So you get up to 6, and then so forth and so forth as you keep grabbing it. All right. Then later on, once I defeat a Plague Lord with him, if you played 6 secrets this game, your hero power becomes Discover a Treasure. The only bad part about this is you've got to actually get lucky enough to get 6 secrets in that game. You can be selecting decks that have more secrets in it, but that's not going to be as effective as some of the other decks that you can be playing. And so that card is very situational. And then Flame Paw has, as you cast a spell, cast it again on the same target. The only bad part is if you end up destroying that target, it won't be that effective. But it is a 2-cost card, and it has 2 damage and 6 health, which can easily be taken out. So not that great. Then the Gatling Wand. Deal 3 damage split among all enemies and improves for each spell you've cast this game. This I could see is a very powerful card that will easily help you. But then again, it is situational because you've got to actually be casting spells. Now, his hero powers, pretty decent. The first one starting out deals 1 damage, and as a combo it deals 2, which, that's just how it should. The second one, if you can remember to use it each time, your next, before a spell, then you'll get +2 spell damage. But how many spells versus minions are you really going to be using though? Alright, and then the second one, which is very useful. I do like this hero power. It is pretty awesome, but it's very random. Arcane Craftiness. So you fire 2 missiles, they'll deal 1 damage each. If any minions die, then you can repeat this. So let's say the boss has 5 1/1 minions. You use it, destroy one of them, and the other missile hits him. Well, since it destroyed one, then it's going to go again, and it shoots 2 more, and 2 more until it doesn't kill anyone. So if he has 5 1/1s and both of these shots hit him, your opponent, instead of one of his minions, then that's it. Those 2 are wasted. So I don't like the randomness of that. That's why I like Sir Finley, because he's got a lot of great cards, a lot of powerful abilities, and with the power up, I know I can be able to give a minion that survives both Wind Fury and Divine Shield, so I can take down either a minion and then knock him in the face, or take down 2 minions. Alright, now as far as the starter decks, Sir Finley gets Murloc Crusade, Mighty Morphin, Back in Action, which as you can see is a reborn deck style, and then Random Finley deck. So you can either choose random if you don't really care which one you get, or you can go with the Murloc Crusade, which will have a lot of Murloc cards, Mighty Morphin, which will have evolving type style cards, or Back in Action, which is reborn, which is great for me. I love a lot of the reborns. Now, Reno his decks will be Novice Spellslinger, Spellseeker, which a lot of cards that will have you to find spells, and then Secret Traps, which will have your secrets, for that one card that I showed you, and then the random Reno deck. Alright, and that has been your guide and look at Tombs of Terror. I hope this has helped.